Are you still confused about grants? Are you confused about what grants are versus loans? Well, if you aren't, maybe you should go for part two and watch part two, because part two I will be answering some other questions. But today we will be having some beginner questions about grants versus loans, because some people just truly don't even understand the difference. Loan is money that you borrow and that you have to pay back, usually with interest. It doesn't always have to be money, but usually it is money. Grants are free money that you get for a specific item. You get, okay, if you live in Georgia, we have the Pell Grant. I don't know about every other state, but the Pell Grant is a grant that is given to you specifically to go to school. That is free money that you don't have to pay back, but it is for school. That is what it's for. So then you also have business grants, which is what I work with. Business grants are money that you get for a specific thing with your business that you apply for. This is not something that somebody is coming to your inbox and saying, oh, do you want a grant? Nobody's coming to your inbox asking you if you want a grant. Okay? Unless they're a scammer or they're trying to sell you something. Period, point blank. Nobody's coming to your inbox unless they're trying to make money or you know them. So that is first and foremost. That's the first question. Okay, the second part of the question was, in how is it different from a loan? It was on a separate line. I already answered that. Do you need a LLC or a nonprofit to apply for a grant? So, yes, you don't need it for every grant. But a lot of grant judges, if I have $100,000 to give out to somebody with a business, their EIN and everything structured properly, and somebody over here that, and they could be asking for the most extravagant thing that would make, the world the best place in the world, and they are not going to give you the money because you don't even take yourself seriously, is what they see. Okay? That's what a grant judge is going to see. They're going to see you not proper over here and you don't care about your business, but this person cares about their business, and their mission might not even be as strong as your mission over here, but you are going to get overlooked. And that's another thing. You should always have a mission. What's your mission for your business? I know that wasn't in this part of the QA, but please have your mission. Know what your mission is. If you don't have a mission, I'm not saying you shouldn't have a business, but don't apply for no grant if you don't even have a mission, if you don't even know why you want a grant. Don't want a grant because you need some money. Everybody needs some money. What makes you different from everybody else asking for some money? Seriously. So, the third question. Are there grants for new businesses, or do I need to be established? There are grants for new businesses. Actually, the Galaxy grant that just was at the end of the month that I've already told you guys about. So if you follow me on the top in the IG, and if you don't, it's Ashanti Deanna on both platforms. But if you do, you should have already applied for that grant, because that is a grant that you can start your nonprofit with. And you can, tell them it's Galaxy of Stars. You can tell them what your business proposal is, what you want to do. It can be. It doesn't have to be a startup. It could be a new business. But it's a lot of grants out here for new businesses, established businesses. Each grant has its qualifications. Every grant is different. Every grant has a qualification. Every grant is different. Can I apply for a grant with bad credit? Yes, you can apply for a grant with bad credit. Grants, they're not checking your credit. Now, there are grants that ask you for your social security number, but I'm really not putting my social security number on free money. I haven't applied for any would. And don't look for grants on Google. Please don't look for grants on Google. Go to ChatGPT before you go to Google and ask for a grant. That's just my advice. What types of businesses or ideas usually win grants? Ones that make an impact. Ones that make an impact. If you are making an impact, they're not giving you the money. They're not giving you the money so that you can go, make some more money and live the grandest life for you. They want to make sure that other people are able to benefit too, not just you. So nobody's giving you money to just benefit you unless you know the person that's, doing the grants. And at that point, they should just give you the money. But also, one thing I'm gonna just throw out there is a lot of people have been saying to me, oh, you could just apply with ChatGPT. No. I'm gonna tell you right now, there is a system where you can run everything submitted and put the likeliness that this was, written by a bot or a AI, and it will say if it's detectable or not. And I wouldn't have thought that was real if I didn't use Grammarly. And this is not in no way shading Grammarly or, but I use Grammarly. And you know how Grammarly, like the pro version, like will change your words to make it flow better or something on certain sentences. I submitted a paper in school which almost made me lose my 4.0 highest honors. I could have just cried. I ended up getting like a C on it or something. A C. And got an 89.93. Grammarly almost made me lose. We ain't gonna blame Grammarly though. We ain't gonna blame Grammarly. But don't use ChatGPT. Because long story short, there is AI detection systems that will tell on you. Okay? Even if it's Grammarly. Just let it fix your spelling. That's it. That's all. That's all I got to say. But yeah, that was part 1. Tomorrow, stay tuned for part 2.